Hello and welcome to another turn of Dominions 5 here. We are going to be looking at Sceleria. I think we're on turn 15. I have too many turns. Okay. And sign in. Alright, so we done a bunch of reanimating. We recall, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the map. Right, we're being attacked by Agartha. And so while we obviously can eventually create an infinite army of free skeletons, we need skeletons and long dead right now. So that's the start. We're under attack by Relie here as well. 25. These Illithids are getting right close to Yis's capital, so that's pretty unfortunate. And they're obviously just going to absolutely mind blast the bejesus out of him. We get attacked by villains. Awesome. Or no, sorry, this is us attacking. We get some of our mercenaries up in front to tank some hits, which is right where we want them to be. And then the rest of our infantry closes after chucking their javelins, and we go ahead and chew through these tribesmen. We get attacked by Satis down in the south. 100 lizard warriors here and some militia or city guard. You know, and these are just the slave warriors, not the elite warriors. So I think, I think I may have mentioned this before, but elite warriors I think are where you really want to be. So, and I don't know about city guards, but elite warriors. And then we get attacked by Agartha. And we've just been in retreat here, right? So nothing here. They're just going to run us over with their shard guard. And then we get, let's see, children are disappearing from settlements in the woods. We got to go and look for them. And we get attacked by brigands who go ahead and take us out. This is pretty embarrassing to lose to these guys, but I guess our PD is just no good. So, yikes. Yikes. So, we've got a Satis army coming up from the south. We've got an Agartha army coming from the east. And we're being attacked by brigands. Now, the brigands are, of course, going to be easily defeated. We're going to send these troops with Scasius, take these out, and then look to march up here to take out these light infantry across from it to help finish our expansion on this side of the board. We're going to be marching out a nice big army of Retarii and Slingers, as well as some archers, and then whatever undead we can muster, and the rest of our human infantry. We are then also going to have communion. We're going with, in this case, we don't have a lot of good research, so what we can actually do is use just a single communion slave to bump up, or maybe two. Sorry, yeah, two. Obviously, you need two for the first bump, but just two communion slaves to bump up everybody's path by one, and then they can all splam apostasies, which is a fatigueless spell. So we're going to be able to essentially power up a lot of masters with just a limited number of our communion slaves. And then Retarii on the wings to try and take out the shard guard. The slingers really aren't to fight Agartha. Those are to fight Satis. They should do a pretty good job against those warriors, or I guess not elite warriors. Those lizards without their helmets or shields. The archers we just have. And then, we'll take our 150 long dead to gum up the ground as best as possible. So, yeah, and we're going to go ahead and move to Wise Spring Grove here to try and hit Agartha, but we could also hit Satis, right? It's not, they could definitely look to combine here. So we sort of have to be ready to fight both armies, which will be, in terms of the order we want to fight them, I think the Agarthan army is stronger, but we also have the ability to spam out. Our spellcasters are going to be useful against Agartha, and they're not going to do all that much to Satis. None of these things are sacred. But our regular troops should do a lot more. The real problem is I think we're better off if we fight Agartha first and then Satis, because we really want these Retarii and gladiators to be fighting these tough elite troops, and then not to get themselves sort of wasted on fighting these garbage Satis troops. So that's the plan. We look south, right? You know, Satis sort of cut this swath through, so we're going to need to try and look to take that back eventually. Relier's got an army here with a lot of Illithids marching towards Yis. Army with Illithids marching towards Yis. So we're beset. You know, I think is the appropriate way to look at this. But we're definitely not out of it yet. Our army still has not been tested, and this force is not huge. All right, there's only 50 guys here, and there's only 100 guys here. There's very little mage support as well. I think if we check, yeah, they got 3 golem crafters. And then there's no mage support with the Satician army. They're also very problematic for them is that we have cold dominion. Now it is summer, so it'll mitigate a little bit, but this is a cold 2 province, so both the Satis and Agarthan armies are cold-blooded, and so they're not going to enjoy fighting in this cold at all. So that's going to give us an extra little help as well. Let's see, we got anything else happening? We're retreating our troops back into the fortress so they don't get killed needlessly by the Satician army if it comes up. We spent the full treasury maxing out Retarii and Slingers. This is the mix that lets us best use our gold and recruitment points. And then we're recruiting more over here. And I think we're recruiting more over here as well. So the problem, you know, these Retarii or gladiators are going to be very effective. The issue, of course, is that they are limited use. You know, once they sort of kill somebody, they run off or take damage. And so it's going to make us hard to take a lot of fights in a row. And it's difficult to like bring extras and expect, oh, we'll lose some, but we'll have a lot left. Just because if they take any hits, they'll go away. So it's going to make the logistics, they're much better on defensive wars, basically. And that's where we're currently very much are. So they're good for now. Satis, or I'm sorry, I believe that Yis is thinking of attacking some of this. Try and hit him. Again, we can't see Yis's units because they're glamour and stealth. But sort of Relier's on land here. I don't think that'll be allowed to continue. I wouldn't. They're on land over here. I think they're on land. They marched this way. So I think they're on land over here too. I was hoping that Satis would sort of... It's tough for us that they got... I don't remember if I mentioned before, but they have an alliance with Relier, which is pretty bad for us because obviously, A, it means that we're being attacked. And it's totally cutting me off from being able to really do much to help Yis at all. But it also means that they're not pushing Relier back into the water, which is sort of what we would certainly prefer. So, kind of tough. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to try and take this fight. We're going to see what we can do to get the rest of these independent provinces under control. And be happy we're not playing a nation that needs tons of income in the sense of recruiting stuff. But because we can make a lot happen with the gold we do happen to still have. You can see there's a conflict over here. Van Pan fighting through and attacking into Pythium. They're down here as well. So, yeah, that's turn 15. I'll see everybody back for turn 16, where we'll hopefully take a winning fight. Thanks everyone for joining me, and have a nice day.